Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Jag here, and in today's class we're going to continue with our grade 9 math content. Okay, so there is this topic about graphing lines, and I want to make sure that we cover it so you are able to graph a linear line by just looking at the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I mean, and I'm going to write an example on the board. So we're going to try a simple equation. So when I'm graphing a linear line, I have to make sure that it is in the slope-intercept form, okay? Or the y equals mx plus b form. So let's try 2x minus 3, okay? So I'm just choosing something that's pretty simple, okay? So we can all try this together. Alright, so I'm going to make my Cartesian plane, okay? And everyone should be using a ruler at home, and make sure all of your lines are equally spread out, okay? And you should actually be using graph paper, okay, when you're graphing out the lines, and that way you get a very accurate answer. Okay, so I'm going to start off here with -3, okay? So -3 in this case, okay, this is the y-intercept, okay? If you look at the number in front of the x, this is the slope, okay? And I'm going to put 2/1. Okay, I'm going to write slope here. So whenever it's a whole number, just put the 1 on the bottom. Okay, so if everyone remembers the definition for slope, which is m, okay, it's going to be the rise over the run. So just like this. Alright, so what you're going to do is start off with the y-intercept, which is at -3. So I'm making a dot right there. Okay, now if you look here, the rise is the top number, which is 2, so I'm going to go up 2, so I'm right here at -1, and the run is 1, and because it is positive, I'm going to move to the right. Okay, so from -3, one more time, the rise is 2, so 1, 2, the run is 1, so I'm going to the right by 1. Okay, and I'm going to make another dot, and just to show you, this pattern just keeps on repeating. Okay, I only need, again, 2 points in order to form a line. But from this point, I'm just going to show you another point, okay? The rise is 2, so we're going 1, 2. The run is 1, so you're going to go to the right 1. Okay, and you notice all the points are basically lying along the same line, okay? So the rise is 2, so 1, 2. The run is 1. And when you do it on graph paper, it will actually be very, very accurate, okay? So we're going to just connect all these dots together. Okay, and when you are doing this unit, not just you're using graph paper, make sure you're using a ruler, okay? The line should not be crooked. It should be a straight line because it is linear, okay? So this is actually how you are graphing the lines. With that, let's try another example. Okay, I'm going to take this off. And you can see it's a very simple concept, okay? It's only if you don't use the graph paper, okay? Your line might be off by a little bit. And one of the last videos, we did go through the intersection of two lines in the grade 9 math content, and you can actually show your answer for this graphically as well, okay? And that's why we're going through how to graph the lines. So let's try a number that has a negative slope. Let's do -2/3x. Plus 2, okay? So again, I'm using some really small numbers, okay? So even in the textbook, okay, the teacher won't ask you to graph out the lines if the numbers are really big, okay? It's kind of hard on the Cartesian plane. I might have to take a scale. And remember, every time you take a scale, that makes your graph a little less accurate, okay? So for these small numbers, again, let's draw the Cartesian plane. We're not taking a scale, okay? We're just going by ones here. So let's put the numbers on the bottom as well, okay? And you should actually be writing out like the numbers here on your Cartesian plane. Remember, when you're going up, we'll put a few numbers here, okay? The numbers are positive, okay? When you're going down, these numbers should be negative. All right? When I'm going to the right, the numbers are positive. Okay, when I'm going to the left, my numbers are negative. So just like this, okay? I don't need to show all of these numbers, okay? It really just depends on the line that the teacher gives you to graph out. So I'm going to start off with positive 2 because this is my y-intercept. Okay, again, which is just this number right here. And you always start off with the y-intercept, okay? Make sure you are taking the sign in front. So in front of the 2 is a positive sign. That's why I'm starting at positive 2 on my Cartesian plane, okay? So this time, what we're going to do, I noticed that there is a negative sign here, okay? And we're just going to take that. I always take it with the numerator. It doesn't really make a difference. The whole fraction is a negative, okay? So we're going to actually, I'm just going to put the line a little longer. We'll make it negative 2. Okay, so again, the rise is negative 2. So from here, I'm not going up. I'm actually going down. So 1, 2, I'm at the origin here. And then the run is positive 3. So I have to go to the right. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to make a dot. Okay, so I'm just going to add a couple more numbers here, just to show you one more point that lies on this line. And again, I don't have to start with this point. I can even use this point to do it, okay? But because we're using this pattern, we're going to start from this dot again. I'm going down 2, so 1, 2, and to the right by 3, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the dot should be right there, okay? So you might notice it's not exactly straight, and that again is because I'm not using graph paper on the board here. Okay, but this is how the line will look, okay? It's going to be a straight line. And use a ruler, okay, whenever you're making the points. But I can see it, they all lie, okay, within the same line here. But again, I only need 2 points, so I actually really just have to do this graph, the pattern, just once. And I have 2 points. And 2 points basically defines a linear line, okay? So this is how you are graphing basically linear lines in grade 9 math, okay? The teacher will cover this. And again, it's basically will help you to see the point of intersection of 2 lines graphically, okay? And at the same time, I can also use the substitution method to do that. Okay, so I hope everyone found this video really helpful, and if you did, please make sure you're clicking on the like button below and subscribe to the channel. And I will see everyone in the next video. Thanks, bye!